Hello, and welcome to Pacific Drive, the game that should be showing, but isn't. Hello. Last time, and so far, on Pacific Drive, we got yoinked into an excursion zone, a government facility that is restricted off from the public and abandoned by the government agency that previously ran the roped off area. All that's left of the government facility, also known as ARDA, is around 100 people. It's all that remains inside of the excursion zone. We, with our station wagon, which is a remnant, which basically means it's something that remains after our death, are making it through the zone in an effort to escape and survive as countless anomalies are around, trying to destroy us and are destroying the area around it. Asterisk, the government facility ARDA was looking into these anomalies, and their involvement in this area is what caused them to become aggressive. We have been following this story through an unnamed character who has been being guided by multiple characters, one named Dr. Ophelia Turner, who was a scientist for the area who was previously married to another scientist who caused an earthquake and mass hallucinations on everybody inside the excursion zone. There was also, Dr. Tobias, Dr. Francis, who is another scientist in the area who has been, shunned by the rest of ARDA for basically making up, solutions to some of his experiments. And Tobias, who is a maintenance worker in the area, who is also taking note of some of the interesting things in the area. There's also a journalist named, I think it's Chiaki, could be wrong, who is looking into Dr. Ophelia Turner specifically, but also ARDA in general, trying to figure out what exactly was going on in this area. Once again, we are inside of a remnant, a station wagon, our one single tool for defense, for attack, for transportation. It is our everything. And using this station wagon, we must escape. Alright, let's get started. Let me get the game on screen, huh? There you go. Hi, Quack. How are you? How you doing? How you doing? I have money? Hell yeah, gamer. This is Remy. He's in a little electric station wagon. Currently, right now, we have to repair them. This is part 10 of the VODs. At this point, I assume that you've watched up to this point. At least I think it's part 10. I assume at this point you've watched. So I'm gonna pause the VOD while we fix our car, okay? Final Fantasy V. This must be where pies go when they die. Me too. Here we go.
Here's what we know. Over 50 years ago, in November of 1946, Dr. Ophelia Turner was 27. She had recently returned home to the Olympic Peninsula to lick her wounds after a failed stint in academia. In a fit of obsession or redemption, or, quite frankly, both, she cobbled together a laboratory in her basement and produced the first limb wave on nothing but a killer hunch and plain ingenuity. Or so the story goes. It's never clearly stated anywhere what limb waves and limb technology really were. It's all vague claims and wild theories, dreams that border more on the mystical than the scientific. What we do know is that LIM stood for unlimited frequency. Radio waves, once souped up and modulated just right, supposedly enabled the control of matter in a way that modern science both back then and now could only dream of. After Dr. Turner's discovery, she and a few friends, scientists and PhDs all, toyed with LIM in their garage labs for about 4 years. The local police and fire departments start making regular house calls, spurred on by increasingly disgruntled neighbors calling in about incidents that seem to grow larger and more disturbing as the years go on. After one too many reports, the federal government takes notice, and thus begins their severe interest in LIM technology. The next part happens quickly. In 1955, the United States government seizes not only the physical area where Dr. Turner and her scientists live, but the entire concept of LIM technology. The area is at first evacuated under the pretense of safety, but quickly commandeered by the government. They establish a brand new department called ARDA, Advanced Resonance Development Authority, which was to be headed by Dr. Turner herself. Over the next 15 years, the government expands the zone's borders. They clear out civilians as they go and erect massive 500-meter walls to keep out an increasingly curious public. The zone started in the northernmost tip of the peninsula, then expanded outward twice. Once in 1961, again in 1967, to the outer perimeter we see now.
Oh! So all of this has to do, I guess, with this unlimited frequency, I guess, tearing a rip in reality, I guess? And over time, because of ARDA, which has resonance, aka frequencies, all of this is happening. Oh, okay. Are there other people in this place? So there are roughly 100 survivors in this place. 100 scientists or ARDA employees left. We've only interacted with 3, and then Chiaki is doing a journalistic report. We've never met them. We've never talked to them, but they're doing a report on Oppie, who we have interacted with, and ARDA in general. We've also interacted with I thought I replaced this. We've also interacted with a couple other scientists named Francis and Tobias. Tobias isn't a scientist. He's a maintenance worker. What a smart one. We don't like Oppie very much. So far. She seems to be losing herself, if that makes sense. What do I need right now? Oh, I didn't recap for the VOD watchers. We replaced our gas pump in an effort to replace this, which eventually will allow us to upgrade it to be able to charge our car in one go. For some reason, we had to upgrade the gas pump in order to upgrade the battery charger, which seems counterintuitive, because if I needed to upgrade the battery charger, then I wouldn't need the gas pump, which is where I'm at. Seems that doesn't make sense, but either way, yeah. Other than that, nothing else happened. I just repaired the car. What is the top left corner of the map? We don't know. This is the next area that we'll probably be going to. This is a forest right here. This is a swamp, and this looks like it's burned. I got distracted. What do I need to get the battery operator thingy? We need thermosap and circuit board. So I need to get electronics, and we need to go to the swamp. Plasma I'll get regardless. So let's go. I guess let's go to the objective. Yeah. This would be... You could probably get the plasma here. So we'll go E6, C3, C2, and then our objective. Are the red zones bad? Yeah, they're like increased activity kind of thing. I thought I made it so that I didn't have to hold anymore. This is it's probably in gameplay. I guess it adds to it that I have to hold it, because then if I'm in danger, I can't like immediately leave. I'm gonna leave it on. Yeah. 'Cause I don't have to hold to put it in park, right? Oh, I do. Nah. I'm gonna, whoops. I'm gonna disable it. I think I had it disabled before. I think there was an update or something that turned it off again. Yeah. Because I always turn the car off anyways. Realize I've been saying Cajun wrong? Is it not pronounced Cajun? I don't know what a can opener is, and it looks like there's 2 unrecognized here. Thought it was Cajun. Yeah, no, that's wrong. Have you never... I guess maybe you don't have a Popeyes there, because that's definitely where I would have heard it first. It's from Popeyes commercials. Or wait, no. Is Popeyes... They say... I thought it was... Isn't Popeyes' tagline, Cajun cooking at Popeyes? Isn't that the line? Or am I wrong? It's love that chicken at Popeyes. You're right. You're right. Yeah, I'm wrong. I never really liked Popeyes growing up. I ate it one time and it made me throw up, so I never ate it again. I doubt that was Popeyes' fault. It was probably just that specific restaurant and the food that they prepared for me. I don't even eat chicken and I know it. I don't know. I don't watch TV and I just gave you the reason why I don't eat Popeyes, so... Forget if it was Popeyes or KFC whose biscuits I loved. It was KFC. I can 100% confirm to you that it was KFC. I got 2 plasma from that. Hell yeah. Wait, hang on. I should check. Is there any electronics in here? I need it. I need it! Did I not loot that? I did. Do these give me electronics? I'm pretty sure they just give me gas, right? Dude. Give me copper wire, glass, yeah, gas, yeah. Okay. I think this is the first zone that I went to at the beginning of the game. This is like the 3rd time I've been here. And it's different each time. I should have brought, Oh. Well, I was gonna say I should have brought a flare, but... Look, a flare. That over there. Oh, here we go. Whoops. The telephone doesn't give electronics? Well, that doesn't make sense. Like, am I just, like, misremembering Popeyes entirely? Popeyes is, like, Louisiana-based cooking, right? Like, it's supposed to... Is it Louisiana or is it somewhere else? Like, that's their whole thing, is that it's, like... It's Louisiana. Right? Yeah? Okay. Okay. I'm not misremembering entirely. I should definitely be bringing these flares along with me. So early on in the game, because I know this is Paul's first time seeing it, and it might be some other people's too. Early on in the game, we had like a radio on, and we were listening to jams as we go and stuff, but I turned it off because A, it was incredibly repetitive, because I have to have copyright-free music on, and B, I feel as though having the music over clips makes the clips worse, but even more than that, what the fuck is that? Is that just charging my battery? Oh. I'll take it. Today I'm delighted to be able to report not only one rare success, but 3. I'll be closing a trio of missing persons cases and sending some very exhausted, very scared citizens home. And a curious coincidence connects these people. First, we found that Canadian fisherman who had gone missing in '67. We found him living in his boat, all in all. 30 pounds of fish in his perfectly functional icebox. Then, we found that that last member of the Bugwatch broadcasting team in a car almost as good as new. Finally, there was Clyde, that pneumatube technician, hiding in a still-powered field lab and insisting he's only been gone a week. I didn't know what to tell him. Weird thing is, all 3 described anomalies helping them out. Those things that leech onto cars, they'd leap out of the wilderness, clamp onto something, and restore all power. They helped keep the heaters going on cold days, kept the radio playing on lonely nights. I wouldn't have believed any of it if I hadn't heard the same story 3 times in a row. Very interesting. Play Shining Nikki music. You can play it on your own. If I drive, does it fall off? There's another one of these dudes, very similar to this guy, who healed our car's armor. This one charges our battery. However, it definitely sounded like it was going to explode as we were moving. Which is a little terrifying, but hey, you know what? We'll learn. Live and learn. There is a saw nearby. I got a basketball. Huh. Where's the saw? There it is. It didn't go as planned. He hates me. She fucking hates me. What happens if I... Okay. I was just curious. Okay. Definitely scary to hear it buzzing as I drive. Definitely doesn't seem like a good thing. Definitely doesn't seem like a positive. Could be a positive. Definitely doesn't seem like a positive. But I'll let it hang out. No, I just don't want music playing over the clips and stuff. I mean, I could do the thing where I have, like, fucking... where I do, like, the VOD track shit, but I don't like doing that stuff. It's not my style. I'd rather... I like having the VOD experience. Other than the parts that I edit out, be the same as the streaming experience. If I'm hearing something and experiencing something, then I want y'all to, except for my little warnings. There's always exceptions to the rules. That's the sound of it rejuicing. I don't like the term rejuicing. I don't think I'm comfortable with the term rejuicing. I think that one made me uncomfortable. I think that I don't think I like the term rejuicing. Whoops. Where'd he go? Fuck. Hey doggo, how you doing? Hey Dead Ishimura, how you doing? Pacific Drive is going well, fine, dandy. I can't fucking see. There's still one other thing here that we haven't seen before. I'll break that in a minute. Why is that red? Maybe nothing. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe just nothing. Maybe false alarm. Maybe just a thing left from them retreating. I don't know. From them leaving the area. I don't know. I don't know. Or pre-order a game for next month? What? No, what game for next month? However, counterpoint before you even say that. Pacific Drive out now. Other game not out till next month. You know? Aiden. Yeah, I know that game. You probably get more hours out of Aiden. But again, that's not out for a month. I can't trigger that without my car being there. I'll just walk by it then. Coding. Coding these nuts. Yeah, I've definitely seen Aiden around during, like... What the fuck was that? Does this hurt me if I touch it? No. I've definitely seen, I'm doing good, Beal. How are you? I've definitely seen, fucking... Where are my fucking words, gamer? Aiden around. Doesn't look like my kind of game, poisonally. Poisonally. You already know about Sukkot and these nuts, so I imagine that it probably is for you. I don't know. It's not like it's not like if you don't buy one of them now, you can't buy it later kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? You probably would get more hours out of Iodin if I were to guess. I'm around 30 hours into this game, and I think I'm reaching I think I'm reaching the third act. So I imagine that this game probably is somewhere around 40 hours long. However, I've taken quite the long detour to make my car electric and stuff. But I also feel as though I don't need it. This is one of those games where you can kind of watch it and kind of get the vibe of what it's like. If you don't like what you see, I don't think you're gonna like playing it. You know what I mean? Did I ever swallow something a bit too big? Yeah, penis. So you slide it back up into your mouth because, yeah? No, I've never done that. No, I've never done. Actually, I have. But not because it was too big. I've done the thing where I've eaten, like, a piece of meat, and maybe this will be gross for you vegan people, or you vegetarian people. But I've done the thing where I've eaten a piece of meat, and it had, like, a little string of fat on it or something, which caused, like... it was like actually two pieces of meat that is like connected by the fat, and I swallowed the first part without swallowing the second part, which then causes me to choke. I've done that, which then required me to basically bring it back into my mouth. Not pleasant. Not a pleasant thing. Definitely not pleasant. No thanks. The way you phrased it? I wouldn't call that choking on food, though. It's not like lodged in there. I think in my brain, I think it choked. It's like lodged, stuck. I don't know. Yeah, it's like pre-choking. It's like pre-cum. It's the pre-cum of choking. Instead of saying, I'm gonna pre, it's, I'm gonna pre. Interesting. So this bunny is, I think the reason it's making the loud whirring sound is because it's keeping me at maximum electricity. I basically got a free ride. Because I don't need to use any energy this time. Any electricity. there any thingies? There is. There's one directly to my left. Can I see it? Yes. Ooh, a note. Whoa. Why is it doing that? Inventory full. It is? No, it's not. Lost where I was. Oh, this needs electrician kit. Okay. Whoa. Orange paint. Crimson paint. Light blue paint. A mirror thing. I don't know what to call it. Some food. Alright. I don't need the doors, though. I'll read those later. Oh. Pardon me. You're very funny sometimes, young man. Sorry, I think you put an extra word in there somewhere. Sorry, I think you typed sometimes in that message. I think that was meant for like a different message. If you tried to do like an emote that you had like on your clipboard, so you like Control V'd, but it said sometimes instead on your clipboard. I think you didn't mean to. I think you put an extra word in there. Yeah. Do I really want to go all the way up there when the circle's already closing in? No. No, I really don't. I'm gonna get the plasma from this thing first. Oh. Forgot. Oopsie poopsie. AC Wayne G. Hi Ace, how are you? I was Ultimate Chicken Horse. Can someone shout out Ace, please? No, on his time. So, like, is this just charging my battery right now? Welcome everybody to Pacific Drive. This is a vastly different game. While the screen was covered and the VOD was paused, this happened. So yeah, this happened. However, it doesn't seem to be a negative thing. Didn't seem like that was bad. I didn't get this. Oh shit, chat, we gotta move. Chat, we gotta move. Chat, we gotta move. Chat. Okay. I have a hair in my mouth. I want to let you know. Okay. We're good. I almost missed that entirely. We had to get that lore. Anyways, welcome everybody to Pacific Drive. This is a vastly different game than what you were just watching and experiencing. This is a game where we are basically playing as a person inside of a station wagon trying to survive in a zone of anomalies that are trying to kill us, where our car is our one tool for defense, offense, and transportation. We're trying to learn about the things in this area and the car itself and the people that we're interacting with. It is a horror game, but also a survival game. Why isn't my mouse working? There it goes. Okay. Can we get McDonald's? Yeah, sure. Let me see. If we see one along the way, shout out and we'll stop by it. We are driving in an electric car right now. So we need to get that. We also need to keep an eye out for any... Ooh, it's windy. We're gonna be getting power the whole time, chat. Let's fucking go! And it's raining! Let's go, baby! Self-sufficient! We're looking for thermocrystals or whatever the fuck. We need more. Why does this car have a happy face? What does that mean? The Dragon Tooth Ocarina. I seem to notice that I didn't put my car in park. I'm glad that didn't go bad. Is that a rabbit? I think it was. I need to keep that on me. I don't need this. I don't need this on me. Oops. Are you hurting my car right now? Or are you a good one? Oh, you're a bad one. Oh, it's not raining anymore. Oh, now it is. What the fuck? I'm gonna go get the Esquire. No. There's thermosap right in front of us. Yeah. Squire would just have thermosap that we need. What's that spiky thing? Those are called bunnies. That one specifically was a dust bunny. Basically it hurts the car. The one we were seeing before was an electric bunny. Is that landing on my... Very epic. Very cool. I tried so hard to turn it on. Let's drive a little bit forward, huh? The one we've seen before is an electric bunny, which is a variant of the dust bunny. I realized that I'm... It's closing already? You were barely here! Yeah, it hurts our car, or charges our car, or heals our car, depending on what kind of bunny it is. Yeah. Let me is full of steak and potatoes. I have chamomile tea. The dryer is on, so my room is nice and cozy. My kitty is next to me. This is perfect stream conditions. It sounds like nap conditions to me. Oh. Let me go make another fucking impact hammer if I can. Describe totally dudular in one word. I am avoiding the question, you're right. Totally dudular didn't raid me just then, so I'm not legally required to say nice things about totally dudular. Maybe when totally dudular starts streaming again, after they get a consistent job schedule, as they're speaking about and as they're going to be doing soon, so go follow Totally Dudular at twitch.tv/totallydudular, spelled exactly how it sounds. Then they'll raid me, and I'll be legally required to say nice things about them. Until then, I will I will continue busting chops, as I am accustomed to do. Common to do. I don't know. Whatever the correct words are. I will not do this. I will not break. I will not falter. I am strong. I am independent. I don't need no man. Chat. What the fuck? Guys. What the fuck? Corrupted anchor. It's the first corrupted one we've ever found. We've never seen one of those before. We really are reaching the end of this game. Ah! I'm good. I'm good. Unique croissant? I mean, you're right. I am much happier when croissant is here. Sadder when I get here? That's the opposite of true. Yeah, if you say, without looking it up, don't look it up, coward. If you say, if you give somebody two options and they choose the latter, L-A-T-T-E-R, what is the opposite of the latter? Former? Good night, Bella. I love you. Mwah! Thank you for stopping by. And also have a good day at work. See, I think you're right. Because my initial thought, and the only thing that I could think of, because I didn't think of the former. What the fuck was that? I thought of the prior. But that doesn't make sense to me if it was the prior. That doesn't seem right. I think you're right. I think it is the former. Okay. You ever heard first and foremost? I've definitely heard that said. It might have been in like an actual like speech of something of somewhere. But I've definitely heard that said before, yes. You guys like this heart effect? Oh, I passed by the floor. Okay. We can go back real quick. Not that far, it's like right here. We can get some, plasma while we're here. This looks goopy. This looks like every ground in Fallout 3. Why's your health so low? The second meter is radiation. I think you can put 1 and 2 together of why my health is low. With that new information that I gave you, I think you can put together the rest of the puzzle of why my health is going down and is low. Skill issue? Yeah. I can make things that make it so that I take less radiation damage over time and stuff. Haven't. I have absolutely no idea how your health could possibly be going down. Radiation heals me personally. In real life, I only use cups made of lead. Which you think would be counterintuitive since I just said that I heal from radiation. No, in fact. It's so that I can contain the radioactive material more efficiently in order to get a more focused dose directly into my throat and in turn into my veins. What's happening to me? Where's those crystals that I passed by? There they are. There's also this. Thank you for focusing on my misspoke part of the joke that I said and not the joke itself. Thank you for not acknowledging the joke itself and only focusing on the part that I misspoke. I appreciate that. Thank you. Direct dose into your throat, you say? Hell yeah. Had to make my own joke. Never let them see your weaknesses. Never let them know your weaknesses. They take advantage. That's what they taught me in streamer school. The chat, that's really funny? True. The chat is funnier than me. True. We all know your weakness is this. Hermit's pussy? Hermit's pussy? No. However, I would do unspeakably heinous things to Miss Piggy. With consent. How many electronics do I have? I knew you were a furry. Miss Piggy doesn't have fur. Pigs don't have fur. If anything, I'm a hairy. I'm a bear thing. I got 13 electronics. It's pretty okay. I mean, nothing to write home about. I guess I should stop. I should keep stopping at places to get electronics. Let's stop here real quick. Run in this place, see what it's got. Where are you going? Oh, you took significant damage. That's good. That's good. Glad, that's good. That's good. I'm a Porky. I was Porky from Earthbound all along. Yep. I knew that was the response that I would get out of Quack. Make that one blowtorch tool. Actually totally normal for him to be down bad for Miss Piggy. Yeah, that's why I stutter all the time. What do I need? Marsh eggs? Oh, I could totally be making torches instead of Pear Buddy. What is that? We'll find out after this pee break. What's that? Oh, I'm not tapped into this computer. Just do it now? Okay. What's that? Oh, it's one of those, like, little closed-off experiment areas. Mobile experiment areas that they were talking about. You can shit your pants on stream? Already have. There's a clip about it. I didn't actually. But I could've. Time to pee? I just did. We addressed this. We talked about this. The whole conversation about it. Like the only thing we've talked about since we came back from the pee break. Pretty wild that you didn't pick up on that. Anyways, I wonder if those are going to be corrupted anchors too. Okay. That thing's called a bubblegum something. I don't remember. That's Princess Bubblegum in the flesh. Or... in the gum? I forgot to fix my flat tire, I just realized. We have a sealing kit. We had a sealing kit. On my tire real quick. Something wrong with this door? Oh. Oxidized. Okay, I'll make another sealing kit. That's fragile. Excuse me? I mean, I obviously want this. I'm not going to drive that close to it. I want this small one, but I also want the big one out there. Do you think the big one is, like, better than the small one? Do you think it, like, holds more energy? Y'all remember Gum Jar? I remember Gum Jar. I miss Gum Jar. Yeah. I'm noticing that there isn't a anchor here. Maybe it's further out than I thought it was. Well, that's good. I'm glad that landed right on my car. Oh, there it is. I see it now. For Gum not being here at the moment. I miss Gum. I remember when Gum was alive. all those years ago. Feels like a millennia. Feels like a millennia. Native Mikola. Yeah. Ooh, I got a lot of electronics out of that. What was that? Was that a lab computer? I feel like I usually don't get that many electronics out of it. I think that's why I ran out. I think that's why I ran out of electronics, though, is because I haven't been breaking things. I've just kind of been playing a little fast and loose, which is fine for, like, majority of the game so far. But over time, I've ran out. There's a bunch of little bubblegum duders hanging out by my car. That's fine. They can keep chilling there. I'll you know, I'll do the, you know. You get it. You get me. Yeah, you get me. You get it. Yeah. Sometimes bubblegum duders, you figure out their full name. Just kind of, they just want to be held, or rather, something to hold. Bubblegum buddies. Sometimes bubblegum buddies, they just want to be held, or to have something to hold. You know? I don't see where I need to go, so I'm going to go back to the car and mark it. It's holding on to me. Hi. Oh, they actually let go of my car. That's nice. I'll drive there then. Now, what's your favorite of the Scene FX stuff? Hey guys. Sorry, I'm in a little bit of a hurry, so I can't vibe this time. That's a tree. Volengit? Huh? What? What? Mexican candy? Okay, I thought you were answering my question. Excuse me. I was gone. What'd you say? I said, what's your favorite of the Scene FX? I like Minecraft. We know, Farm. We know. Had an idea. Never really liked the side effect like Minecraft or Subway Skater, Subway Surfer, or things like that where it's a second game on the side. It's distracting. I think that's the point. But there's other ones. There's the Subway Surfer, or you just said that. There's the Zelda one. There's Fighters, which are 2 games, and then there's the Game Boys, plural, because it's Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy Color. I said those out of order, and then there's TV. I'm going to the next area.
Oh, jeez. You know, I remember Red Meadow like it was yesterday. You up to your eyeballs in paperwork. Francis coated in chalk dust from the blackboards.
You mistaking my lab notes for a trash pile and throwing away weeks of work.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see it again.
They bulldozed that facility to the ground. There's nothing left to reminisce about.
Every time I let go of the throttle, my car starts to charge again. Much all but Zelda and Subway I like. So you do like the Minecraft. Okay, so Robotic, you would prefer that I add more stream transformative but not distracting like those.
Do you ever regret all this?
From the very second I heard your voice coming through my speakers.
I mean, everything that happened here, handing over Lim, the way the project ended, it cost you Alan, your career, the entire damn Olympic Peninsula. But you're still here.
So are you. You chose your urban legends over everything else.
And you wonder if I regret it?
Oh, I have no interest in regret. I want to know if you ever felt that leaving was a real option.
After everything I've seen and heard and felt here, no, not a chance.
Then we have that in common.
Kind of missed part of what he said because I looked over at chat. I did a sin. Somebody clip that conversation they just had, or give me a TLDR of what they just said. I did a sin just then, and I looked over at chat during plot, and I should not have. This idea better not be related to making fun of me and my love for Minecraft. I don't even know what idea you're talking about. Oh, when I stopped stream to write down an idea. Got it. No. I can do that fine on my own. I don't need to make something to do that. I can do that for myself. Watch that in a second. When I tabbed over to my other computer, my mouse is in the perfect position to make it so that I can't read certain messages. There's pop-ups informing me about who made what emote and when and where. Alright, hang on 1 second. Alright, I tried to pause the VOD. I just realized my dog is matching my walking speed. She used to walk much faster than me when I first got my symptoms, but she slowed down. That's cute. I'm going to punch her. Just beat the shit out of her. Beat the shit out of her so then she won't have to slow down to match her speed. She'll just naturally walk at that speed. I'm gonna take the dirt road. It's like I'm going into like a little, I don't know what to call it, a suburb, I guess? A living zone? I don't know. God damn, it's fucking windy. Any compoopers in here or anything? No. Not this time. Man, I'm bringing home so much anchor energy, God. Whoa! God damn. On the left, right on my car. Okay. This is another one of those, is this gonna have, like, customizations in it? I guess the ones with a smiley are ones with a bunch of cosmetics in them. That would be my guess. 'Cause I think this is another one of the smiley trucks. So I guess when we're doing a scan, I don't want that. I guess when we're doing a scan, we should keep our eyes out for trucks that have a smiley on them. Like this. And that. Because that means that the car is going to have customization materials for us. Cosmetics.
How's Francis?
He hasn't left the bedroom.
I'm sorry you didn't know about his demotion. It wasn't my secret to tell.
It's fine. This is between him and me.
That's new. Burp bunny? gross, but also cool. Can I scan it? We were right. We were right. The compound is organic. I'll transmit the full analysis shortly, but in the meantime, the acidic effects come from a solution that appears to be primarily a mix of formic and hydrochloric acid, while the gelatinous qualities come from a fatty substance that seems to include somewhat similar to palmitic acid. The mix is precisely balanced exactly how it is synthesized Precisely balanced. Exactly how it is synthesized is a mystery. The closest comparison I can make right now is to insects that both create organic acids through, though we both know that's a stretch. Are we sure these things aren't alive? My earbud died. Okay, I've already started the process of swapping over my earbud to the next one, so it's only going to take a second, and I'm stalling right now by speaking, and now it's done. All right. Imagine being a random passerby outside Drew's house when he opens the window, and he's fucking screaming. I live on the side of a very busy street. So if there was somebody walking on this road, I would be very worried about their health. They would be in a lot of danger. I have seen runners in the morning, though.
Dr. K's lab has got to be here somewhere.
That's the morning. That's different. I would never. I told the story about how I have a neighborhood near me, too. And I took a walk in that neighborhood and had someone follow me for like 3 blocks. That's really my only option for walking that's near me. So.
So, what did Alan tell you about his work? He was second in command of Dr. K's lab after all.
Alan didn't discuss his work with me, nor did I share mine with him.
Anyway, you were head of the whole stinking department. You must have known something about what their lab was doing.
If there was anything useful to be found, I'd have sussed it out already. That's all I did after the accident. Try and fail to find any answers.
I kind of wish boards like that were readable. It's one of my favorite things about games is the little, like, folly that they leave around and posters and stuff like that and reading that kind of stuff. Wish that was readable. I mean, like, then they'd have to, like, do actual science to, like, have something there that's, like, somewhat legitimate. Like, I get it. And then also, if someone doesn't speak English, then, like, they wouldn't be able to read it anyway. So I get it. I still wish it was readable, you know? All the suburbs I lived in, people tend to walk all the same way because there's no trails, just sidewalks. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. That isn't what was happening to me. Shit! It was a dude. A tall white guy. And He was working in his garage. And I did that Midwestern thing where as I was walking by the garage, I went, you know, that kind of thing, or like, or the, you know, one of those two, you know, and he stopped working on whatever he was working on, after I was like, I don't know, maybe like 200, 300 feet, I don't know, from his house. He stopped working on whatever he was working on and specifically followed me. If I were to assume I was wearing a black hoodie, he probably assumed that I was up to no good.
Dr. K's access records were coded to the lab that used to be here.
I'm feeling less optimistic by the second. Not a scour this place clean.
Something's here. We just can't see it.
Oh, following a hunch. Not your usual MO, Oppie.
No, but being suspicious of Arda is.
I'm not doing that. Huh. Something was causing that just then. I don't know what, but it wasn't me. Let's go real slow through this area. Bring it real slow and look around. I did say that this area was scoured, so we're probably not going to find any supplies. I just realized I'm so small, my bad. I thought that was a door. Hi, Yam, how are you? Looks like some fuel.
Whoa, driver, hang on. Where are you going? That should have been the end of the facility.
According to the blueprints, anyway.
I don't know. Oh, a little bit of rain in this enclosed space. Nice, that's nice. Forgot to put the roofing hitbox in that spot. In this spot too.
Security protocol activated. Scan Arda's security credentials immediately.
Well. After all these years and Arda still has something to hide. We're definitely onto something now.
Driver, anything you find down there, scan and transmit it back to us. We'll work on disengaging the security protocol.
Okay. Experiment data. Arda phenomena report.
Okay, here's something. This thing in the deep zone, they called it the well.
Oh, fantastic. Tobias, run those reports through the decryptor and see what you can find.
Can I not read that? I haven't been reading logs for a while. I was gonna do them after, but since we're in an area where logs are important, I guess I'll read them now. We'll do these two first.
After the multi-stage evacuation of the Olympic Peninsula's 100,000 strong population, the records get sketchy. Once the region is swept clean of civilian eyes, the flow of information trickles to an eventual stop. Arda has always maintained that the evacuation was done in the name of national security, that there was simply nothing more patriotic than sacrificing your homes, with the communists plotting our demise across the Atlantic. Certainly not because there was any danger from the strange experiments happening inside, or situations most unnatural to witness. Arda kept a wide berth, displacing citizens far ahead of the front line, so first-hand accounts of things going awry were rare. But rumors spread fast, and everyone had some story about a distant relative whose pet changed in inexplicable ways, or a friend of a friend who followed strange lights into the woods and never returned. Once the civilians cleared out, the ARDA employees moved in. Scientists, officials, support staff, and their families made the Olympic Exclusion Zone home, reaching anywhere from 300 to 1,000 in total at its peak. What any of them were doing in the zone was kept hush-hush, but the population just outside the walls found the secrecy irresistible. Every shipment of raw material, out-of-season weather pattern, and inexplicable light or sound became the talk of the town for the first decade of the zone's existence.
Interesting.
Sadly, that's about where the cold, hard facts end. Listeners, I tried. I really did. I started my investigation in the usual fashion, digging up every piece of public record I could get. The paperwork is maddeningly typical up until 1955. Census records, soil samples, weather reports, hand-drawn survey maps, the beginnings of satellite photos, all readily available for anyone with the patience to walk themselves into a county office. But those materials don't tell me much, and I quickly am forced to turn to more dubious sources. Before the downing of multiple passenger planes and the subsequent establishment of the no-fly zone in 1962, crude aerial photos are taken and circulated. This is where things get interesting. I find fuzzy shots of what appears to be entire mountains relocating overnight, buildings disappearing and reappearing at random, and lakes filled with water or light, depending on the time of day. The resolution is dubious, making them inkblot tests in their own right. They are the stuff of dreams among amateur investigators and conspiracy theorists alike. The most outlandish, improbable, and extremely unverifiable stories came from breachers, people rumored to have jumped, tunneled, hot air ballooned their way through the walls. If they're to be believed, there is much to be uncovered. But more on that later. LIM technology is not paraded around in the press for long. As the government withdraws acknowledgement that it ever existed, the public's interest similarly begins to wane. The last verifiable activity is an exodus of ARDA employees from the zone, beginning in 1981 and followed swiftly by a full decommissioning of the zone in 1987. After which, those 3,600 square miles are sealed away and left behind with no explanation. A tomb, minutes away from the populous, perfectly normal city of Seattle, with decades of history and secrets locked inside. And that is where I'm left to fill in the enormous, ill-defined gaps.
Interesting. Crazy how my brain is tuning out audio today, just today. I wasn't done. It was pure nonsense at first. They were often garbled, and the ones we could decipher made no sense. The dates were wrong, and they talked about made-up events. Except, they weren't made up, you see. It was... gasoline shortage one I remember first. It was the gasoline shortage one I remember first. Because it was so accurate. We had exactly that shortage 2 weeks later, down to the gallon.
Excuse me?
Then
Mommy?
there was that
Sorry.
lost technician.
Mommy? Sorry.
I thought no one would
Mommy?
believe me,
Sorry.
but my supervisor and I listened to the one which predicted that Baker boy being dissolved. He was, right on time. But after that, as soon as we had them all deciphered, they stopped. Take a good, long look at that zone. All those botanists, biologists, chemists. ARDA is using our backyard as a test bed for terraforming. They're reshaping our planet right under our noses. They're changing the oxygen content of the air, They're training giant electric moles to magnetize the soil. They've got robot dogs, and everyone who lives in there gets to enjoy it at first. The rest of us dumbos don't know what's coming, and one day when they pull that lever, they'll change this whole planet. But I'm ready for them. I know how to protect myself. Mayonnaise. I did it! Singly and family hauling is back in business. Incredible. Just as our bills were due, nobody was hiring us anymore. All these big companies hiring college students to haul trash on the cheap. But they had no finesse, no care. They were about to shut me out of my father's business of 5 generations without a second thought. But not anymore. My wife will be so pleased. We have to be in Washington by Monday. Then the government will tell us where to go. They say they will pay us and provide house and food for my entire family. My brothers, sisters, uncles, and their families too. Enough work for all of us. We are truly blessed. Okay. Hey, Dumpling, how are you? Hello, Dre, how are you? Won't let me leave. How you doing? I wonder if I were to, like, park my car next to this, if it would just, like, slowly charge. Hope I didn't leave my lights on, did I? I did. Just got home. I got new nails. How are they? Why am I driving, like, not driving my car to places? It's faster. Imagine it's late at night and raining. A Volkswagen Beetle slows down to stop at a public street in front of your house where street parking is illegal. A teenage girl gets out of the car and walks away. Your first thought is to follow her 2 blocks. Yeah, no, that dude was just crazy.
Oh, you'll like this, Tobias. Your remnant origin story, if you will.
Let me guess. You're about to ruin a good urban legend with a bunch of science.
Fine, I'll read this one myself. Nice work, driver. We'll review these and summarize our findings after.
Okay. At least something. No. Whoops. Wrong thing. Why did it ask me to do, to, like, verify who I was, but then didn't give me any consequences in relation to that? Because I didn't. I'm just gonna leave my car on. Is this where I just was? No. Nothing up here, though. Pat, have any of you ever done parkour? As a kid, I pretended to. 2000s made me think that people would be doing parkour more often than they are. Or in too late to parkour. Or in just in time not to break my neck. Shame. If y'all want me to put your pictures on the store, I can. If that's if that's something that y'all want. I need your like consent and permission. But I am willing to do that. I can't put like a review on the store. I can't do that, I don't think. If I can, I don't know how. It's nice and the bottom didn't try to rise up while sitting. Hell yeah. Like an evil Kermit with the hood. Fucking, I remember wearing jackets in high school because I was embarrassed about my body and needed to hide behind something. And I would fucking sit down and immediately it would look like I had a huge boner. Sometimes I did. But it was convenient to be able to hide it when I didn't. And also when I did. Yeah. Right tire is flat. What is a calisthenic? I've definitely heard that word before. I know it's something fitness, but I don't know what it is. I was gonna say something, but refrained. Fitness dick in your mouth. Is that what you were gonna say? You ever, sure. Okay.
These lab notes are complete gibberish.
What about these diagrams, though? It looks like he was trying to convey something.
You can admire the doctor's newfound art skills all you want. You won't find anything useful in them.
Okay, then I know what calisthenics are. Just didn't know their name. People always talk shit about CrossFit, but I'm gonna be real with you. I have absolutely zero clue what CrossFit is. Nice.
This is a decrypted record of the accident. Poppy, are you sure you want to hear this? It's got details about Alan's final moments.
It's been over 30 years. I'm past ready. Go on, driver. Keep snooping and see what else you can find.
Okay. Can I get back? Yes. Ish. Go. I just kind of assumed that that water was too deep for me, and I chose to hardcore parkour instead. Current popular exercise trend, I think, is Pilates. I just lift weights. I just do. I just have heavy weights, little reps. I don't know, few sets. I don't know. Kind of trying to keep it a little simple. I am thinking about actually going through the effort of doing specific days for specific things, though. Instead of just doing whatever I feel like at the time.
Alan's lab notes. Maybe my late husband sent us something useful from the grave after all.
And you're all clear.
Give us a moment, we'll let you know what we found in all this data. Can make
Okay.
your way back to the auto shop after you're done scouring the place. And driver, thank you.
No problem, homie. Our treadmill is also conveniently broken. I fucking hate doing cardio, but I need to do it anyways. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do. Right now, I've just been basically doing upper body, which I like, and I think I'm gonna mainly do upper body. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm only working out on days that I stream, because I can't really do anything before I stream anyway. So that's the whole point of changing the schedule. So like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do Thursday arms, Thursday arms, Friday legs, Saturday arms. Well, when I say arms, I mean like upper body in general. And then Sunday cardio. But all of the days, I'm still going to do core workouts as well. Because every little bit of fat that I gain, for some reason, goes directly to my stomach. Nowhere else. And my ass. That's why I'm so thick, and my ass goes below my knees as we progress. It goes directly to my stomach, so I need to work on the core. Keep that down. And again, my overall goal is to be able to do pull-ups easily. Not 5 million, but at least like 10. Yes?
Driver, you hit the jackpot. We've got a lead on what you're heading toward in the deep zone. Tobias, give us the rundown about the well.
ARDA classified it as a hotspot of ultra-high energy gamma radiation. Its eruptions were spontaneous, and ultimately ARDA made no conclusion about what caused it, when it would blow, or how destructive it would be. ARDA, of course, wanted to control this bottomless well of energy. So they brought in Dr. K and Alan to research activation and containment. They discovered a way to reliably trigger the well, and that was the remnants.
And that's what the remnants have been leading people towards. The well.
The well.
This second second report's a good one. Ready to hear where the remnants came from? The original remnants were created in Dr. K's lab. They aimed to create a trigger for activating the well by infusing objects with a carefully calibrated limb wave. The ones that shared a resonant frequency would...
Yeah, just get to the good stuff.
You know, you'd be a much better ghost hunter if it weren't for that unfortunate attention span. Reading this makes it obvious how the remnants ended up in the wild.
Wait, what? How?
The gamma ray surge that caused the mass hallucination event. That energy irradiated everything within a 10-mile radius. Objects with the right characteristics absorbed that energy and became the remnants people found out in the zone.
Wow. Francis would get a kick out of that one. I'll tell him later.
I want to try,
I've reviewed Dr. K's lab notes, and now we know what he was doing in that lab after the accident. Spinning in circles for years.
His injuries were real. Dr. K's radiation exposure should have been fatal.
And the minute he could stand on his feet again, Arda shuttled him right back to his lab and bid the monkey to dance.
They allowed him to carry on in the hopes that he would reproduce anything useful. He worked for 2 whole years before they quietly retired him from his post.
I'm sorry we scrambled your brain. Here's your pension. Bye.
yeah.
You got that accident record ready, Tobias? It's time.
Okay, then. September 14, 1961. Arda's finalized report on what happened that night. Dr. K and Alan were testing the activation potential of lab-created remnants. That night was a run-of-the-mill remnant test. Nothing out of the ordinary. The remnant in question was a tungsten cube. At 3:23 a.m., the cube was brought towards the well. The well reacted at nominal levels. However, at the 500-meter distance, the cube was sucked into the well and triggered the gamma ray surge. The energy output continued ramping up, and at 15 seconds, showed no signs of stopping. Then, Alan...
Go on. I can handle it.
Dr. K testified that Alan engaged the suppression protocol, then the kill switch, both of which
failed. Dr. K ordered Alan to get to
safety, but Alan insisted on staying at the controls. Only when he flipped the radiation polarity did the energy output plateau, then collapse back into itself. Alan's gamma radiation exposure was fatal due to his proximity to the well. If it weren't for him, the entire zone might have gone under.
That's who Alan was. Loyal until the very end.
I'm sorry, Uppy.
I'd expect nothing less from him.
So despite Dr. K's protests,
Once that car gets to the
Adam
well,
stayed in.
we can expect another
Save
gamma ray
everybody.
eruption. We'll need a way to cut it off. And I may have found the answer in Alan's lab notes. His work on that suppression technique was top-notch.
What's interesting is Dr. K and Alan didn't know any more than we do now. They had no conclusions about what the well is.
Or what the remnants did. Or how they interacted with this well. Maybe they're ladles that scoop out a metered amount of gamma radiation. Maybe they trigger an eruption that we can't stop and will destroy the zone if we get it too close.
That's a hell of a range.
What are we going to do?
We keep going.
But if it's an eruption...
I already sacrificed the Olympic Peninsula once for Limtech. How many chances for total and utter fallout does a gal get in her life, huh?
In another life, we would have made a fantastic team.
In no universe would I not have murdered you in your sleep.
Huh. So the well's gonna blow up again, is what I heard. Okay. So our goal is to get to the well, and the remnant is leading us to the well. I guess? miss Tobias' husband. I miss Francis too. I would really like the bike machine, like ideally a bike machine put upstream. The treadmill is in our basement and you can see the TV, so I used to put on 50-minute Netflix shows and watch. You could watch stream. I'd prefer bike though. I didn't like using the bike. For me, our bike that we have hurts my ass immensely, so I don't like it. And also, I feel like I I feel like I sit down enough throughout the day where I should be walking. I find exercise to be boring and torturous, like maths, so I need a good distraction. That's where I'm at too. I hate exercising. I'm waiting to hear an emotional moment where Tobias calls Francis a nickname like Frankie in a soft voice, like the ultimate gay moment. We'll see. I know people were throwing a fit because of the gay stuff that is in the game. However, I believe they might have been referencing the pride flags that I have on the back of the car, not like something gay happening. You know what I mean? You know how people are. People see a rainbow after rain and they throw a fit because they're like, even the sky's gay. You're right, I do sit too much. Yeah, that's where I'm at. It's like, I feel like I sit enough throughout the day where I should be walking rather than sitting on a bike. Not that doing the bike is worse than using the treadmill. If anything, it's better in a lot of ways. It's just like, you're working out different muscles, I guess, would be the way to summarize it, you know? Mostly the same muscles, but it's all preference in reality. It's just whatever you prefer. Neither way is wrong. Nothing is wrong in relation to it. There's no way to do it super insanely wrong unless you're hurting yourself. It's just whatever you'll actually remain consistent with, you know what I mean? If that's doing the bike, then do the bike. If that's doing weights, then do weights. If that's, something else, do something else. It doesn't matter. It's whatever. In reality, all in all, exercising at all is better than not exercising. Therefore, just do whatever you're gonna be the most consistent with. You know? Sitting too much causes blood clots. Yeah, but standing and walking also has negative health benefits. Everything has negative health benefits. Living has negative health benefits. As long as you're not actively hurting yourself, exercising in general is good. Whatever you're going to be consistent with, do it. Until you get to the point where, like, you're, like, building for specific things and, like, trying to get certain muscles to match different muscles or whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. Just do whatever you're going to be consistent with. Talk a big talk, but I don't walk a big walk. I very much struggle with consistency. But I'm trying. Every time I see a rainbow, no matter who I'm with, I point at it and say, God said gay rights. My family hates this, not because they're homophobics, but because I embarrass them. Yeah, that tracks. Yeah, that sounds not ominous at all. Yeah, I'm very comfortable. Keep seeing the trees move weird, and I think that we're gonna fucking Harry Potter style tree come alive and grab me, you know what I mean?
Did you know, on average men burned about 101 calories during sex, women burn 69 calories. Nice.
Nice. Okay, I need to get one of these things. God damn. My Minecraft addiction strikes again. I'm a lurk. Play Minecraft while working out. Oh, that schedule's wrong. One moment. Okay. Let's leave our car here and go check out that, little farmhouse that's right here. No more compliments for you? Wait. Hang on, wait a minute, hang on. Hang on, wait, go back, hang on. There. This is for you, Ace. Please, more praise. Praise, please, praise. Ooh. Doink. Doink. And lore. Initial trials on the remote battery charger have been extremely encouraging. As predicted, the key mitigating factor is distance. You can only charge in close proximity. Our success here, though limited, does suggest a future in which we can make plugs and connectors obsolete. But for now, the devices we charge still need to be nearby. In the short term, we can find applications for roll-on, roll-off battery recharging in vehicles, anything from cars to light aircraft. Massive proximity charging for handheld devices like radios, and make greater use of larger examples of field portable equipment. However, our ultimate goal still remains to remotely charge a device as far as line of sight. A car with a flat battery down the road, a cordless power tool half a mile away. Imagine that. Sounds like radiation. Wonder if the HOA will yell at us if I buy a giant wooden bear and put it out front. Name him Frederick, good old Freddy Bear. Out front, maybe. Out back, maybe not. I don't know. HOAs are weird. They differ depending on where you are. Very inconsistent. I don't know. So I noticed that my fuel gauge is at half. Am I actually using fuel? Is it just like drastically very little? Just an insanely small amount. Bubblegum buddy. Hey buddy. Hi. Hey guys. I don't want to go down the cliff. But thank you. I had to get my house power washed because HOA is 300 dull hairs. Yeah, nah. They're HOAs are dumb. From what I know, as a person who is not a homeowner and is not within the district of an HOA, they seem incredibly outdated. And pointless. Okay. I'm pushing forward. All we have to do in reality is leave, but I want to get all the energy that we can, all the arc energy. See, we're already like way more than full, and I want to get as much as we can, you know? Like, as long as the alarm isn't going off and the circle isn't closing in, what's the point of leaving stuff behind? I don't need to, I mean, I guess I could fucking take them off. I don't need to loot these anymore because I already have, now I can make the armored stuff and it's like not super expensive, so like I don't really need to taking them off of these anymore. I don't need to use the Liberator until we find things that are even better than armored. Like eventually we're gonna find things that have the Olympian level of armor on certain stuff. So like I'm gonna need the Liberator for those. But for just these armored panels, like all they're really good for is the materials that they use, you know? War. Huh. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again now. War. Huh. Yeah, has anybody seen Kung Fu Panda 4 yet? I want to do a Kung Fu Panda binge one of these days. Don't say that. We need to. Movie Game Monthly is a thing. This is something we could coordinate on. Okay? You want Kung Fu Panda? Put it in the suggestion tab for Movie Game Monthly, and it'll be there next time. And then this time it'll work, because we actually did try to play the Kung Fu Panda game, one of them, before, and it didn't work. But this time it'll work. I'll make sure it works. Thought Mika was moving. Oh, I see. Exclamation mark movie. No, that's movie exclamation mark. That's different. That's a movie. I could have found a house fast because after my dad retired, we moved states, and since my sis is young, they needed an address to enroll her in school. The house is better than the military ones we lived in, but hate HOA. What was that? Oh, hey. I don't know. The only real exposure I have to HOAs is my grandparents' house, but I was young, like, by the time that, you know, I knew very limited information about that situation. The Last Week Tonight with John Oliver episode about him. Because I'm not a homeowner. Thanks, I guess. I thought I was near the last one. Oh, I am. Is it down the hill? But I haven't watched that that episode of John Oliver since it came out like a year or two ago. I don't remember. What's the range for this? Okay, I'll be fine to go get this thing. And also be able to teleport out using the thing near it. Ooh. Ooh, whoa, whoa, calm down. Okay. Cracked or something? Oh, it's you. Oh, another electrician's kit? God damn. I've used so many. Dropped the Avatar comic on Webtoon? I didn't even know there was a new Avatar comic. I honestly haven't read the old ones, though. Again, I don't know how to read. We haven't been back to our home base in 2 hours. It's been a long journey out. This guy, how are you? Oh, I don't know what I just passed by. Can't do that. I need to get to the road. Oh. Here we go. No! Yes! So when I press it B, or for me, circle, I activate a little healing thing, and that just saved my life.
That. You got some genius idea up your sleeve, huh?
Is that how you think it works? That scientists conjure up genius at will?
Well, yeah. Do you?
Well, in this case, I do. But don't expect it to work like that every time. Driver, the quarantine checkpoints will be the best way through the old wall, but they're death traps in their own right. But I designed something to help.
Check out the blueprints I sent over.
God damn! I very much didn't want to die there. We would have lost so much. What were those achievements I got? As for story, complete a run with at least 4 junctions and without breaking or removing any car parts. I'm a fucking gamer.
The old anomalies took up residence in the crossing points. It's not enough to have a shield. The shield itself needs to be shielded.
The energy drain on that shield is massive. It won't last you more than 5 seconds.
Yes, and?
You'll need to recharge on the go, but the Deep Zone's grid is completely dark.
You know, what if we could reroute our power
back, Francis.
into the deep zone? But we need to jumpstart the network somehow.
That car is basically the world's most overpowered electromagnet on wheels. The driver induces a current, then you open the electrical floodgates.
And they'd have to induce the current the entire way through the old wall while making the crossing and maintaining speed.
I don't know what to tell you. If you don't believe the driver and that car's got what it takes by now, then go back to hunting ghosts. We've got a job to do here.
This could work. Are you in, Francis?
I don't know.
Look, we have a real chance of losing everything at the old wall. I'd like to not fail this far along.
How can we know this will work?
We don't. That's how science works. We form a theory, and we test it, and we fail. And fail, and fail, and only sometimes do we succeed.
Come on, Francis. Please?
Fine. I'll do it.
All right. The team is assembled.
Driver, get on with building that limb shield. We'll work on spinning up the power grid in the meantime.
I thought I already had a limb shield thing. Is that not what I already have? I have the limb pulse emitter. Battery cost for this protective device is significant, but in retrospect, it was so obvious the projection and then suspension of semi-magnetized plasma ions in a rapidly oscillating spinor field would provide a substantial physical safeguard. Like, duh. This is not a pun. It's a carefully calibrated device capable of discharging randomly timed electromagnetic pulses thousands of times per second. This generator makes it extremely difficult for most organic and electromagnetic entities to hold on or harm the vehicle. Seems like this is just an upgraded version of that, if I were to guess. It even kind of looks the same. Oh, it wants me to store the limb shield in the trunk? Okay.
Nice work on that limb shield, driver. We'll have the power grid prepped by the time you reach the old wall.
Can I just equip it instead? So, like... Here's what I'll do. We'll try this out and see if it functions the same. So for our next run, we'll take the limb pulse emitter to see if they function the same. If they do, then we'll just throw away the limb pulse emitter and keep the limb shield. If they don't, then we'll just do what they're instructing us to do, and we'll put the limb shield in the trunk and then equip the limb pulse emitter. You know what I'm saying? But having both of them along for the ride doesn't really make that much sense if they serve the same purpose, as I think they might. Chad, I think we're gonna do something unique in a second here. Something that we probably will never do again, at least not for a very long time. At least not for a very long time. We're gonna take a pee break right now, and I'm gonna go pee. Then we're gonna do our process of fixing the car and all that shit, and then before we leave again, we're gonna take another pee break. So we're basically taking 2 3-minute pee breaks instead of 1 6-minute pee break. Not because I think that this is a better system, but because I have to pee really badly because I didn't go pee during the last break, as I mentioned. Hey, we upgraded the charging station. It's better now. It now charges in one go. We built a blowtorch and tried it out. It's pretty cool. We also got a plasma scrapper, a better version of the scrapper. We unlocked a nitro bumper, but couldn't build it yet. And we unlocked limb chips for later. It's a material. And I repaired the stuff. All right. Oh yeah, I also got for VOD watchers. What do you mean? I'm making their viewing experience better by cutting out the minute, the boring building stuff. Like it's you know, like for us, like you can interact when we're chatting. You know, it's just a just chatting stream, but with the game in the background. But for them, they just got to sit there and watch, so it's different. Anyways, we replaced the shifter with a crowbar, and now we have a Ocarina Dragon Tooth butt plug hanging from our mirror. Anything else, Chet? Did I forget anything? Cutting out his nudes? What? So anyways, moving on from that, that's what you said. I didn't say nothing. So anyways, we need to get marsh eggs and, what was the other thing, chat? It was marsh eggs and tree candy. We need marsh eggs and tree candy. Both of these things are, this moves on to the next zone. Do I want to do that? Yeah, let's do that. But before we go, I said we were going to take another pee break before we did that. We're going to do that real quick, actually. I forgot that I said I was going to do that so that we got... Be right back. Now for realsies. Let's just go do the objective. Fuck it. Let's get to the next zone. apparently. Okay. Okay, how you feeling about Pacific Drive? We're almost done, it seems. We're rapidly approaching the end. Hey, chat. When was the last time you cleaned your mouse pad? Like every 30 seconds? What the fuck? No, I mean like full-on cleaning. I mean like hot water, soap, brush, or you know, something to scrub. Could be like a sponge. Like full-on clean. Oh.
Hoppy, I gotta ask. Were you around when the old wall was nearly breached?
You want to know if I was involved?
I mean, sure. No one knew more about where anomalies came from.
He's not touching the
than you.
throttle.
Heck, I mean, you know, the only reason anyone knew anything about anomalies was because of the research branch that you four started to build.
Yes, and we developed ways to prevent anomalies, not create them.
Well, you can't prevent something if you don't know where it's created in the first place.
So you did pick up a thing or two around us scientists.
Okay. Chilling around my car. Oh, sorry. There we go.
All I know is
Arda didn't give two craps about anomaly prevention.
You want to use a mouse pad?
Fought uphill the entire way.
Never thought I'd see the day where you'd sugarcoat anything coming out of your mouth. The harmonic disruption research lab was an abject failure. No, I wasn't involved, but I stood by and let it happen.
By that point, the LIM project was in a bad way. Either it found a breakthrough and justified the government resources it was sucking up, or the entire project was put down. Everything depended on this technological quantum leap that evaded us for decades. In response, all good sense went straight out the window. For every wonder pulled out of thin air, LIM technology conjured increasingly greater horrors. But it was done in the name of progress, and we were powerless to stop it. The harmonic disruption research branch was all I could do to soften the atrocities Arda unleashed in the name of progress. I tried to clean up my mess, but I failed.
Hey, Pagan, how you doing? Hang on, I missed some chat messages because lore was happening. Let me scroll up real quick. Looked up how and never found out how. How to clean your mouse pad? Do you want to know how? I threw mine out and got a new one recently. What mouse pad? You don't use one? I didn't know I was supposed to. You are. That becomes difficult because electronics, but every little crumble on it bugs me. Yeah, I guess if you have an RGB mouse pad or a charging mouse pad, don't like full on clean it like that. How do you clean a phone mouse pad? I'm afraid to damage it with too much water. 1 second. I did mine once a month or so, but it was a gel one. Got fuck. I've never used a gel one. I vacuumed the dust off mine, but don't use soap on it because I'm afraid the design will get ruined. It's a Rilakuma one. I can't massacre my son. I had a light pink / white one, so it got dirty really easy. I also don't eat at that side of my desk. Wash my hands before I'm at my PC. So hate that lady's voice. I can't explain why. She's 86. You're welcome. That's why. So here's what you do. Assuming that you have a mouse pad that is normal and not like RGB or charging, it's just like this. It's just this kind of mouse pad. This is the one you can buy off exclamation mark merch, by the way. Just this kind of mouse pad, right? Or maybe it's like double-sided. Some of them have like the print on both sides. Doesn't matter. It's just like fabric and whatever this stuff is, and you know, rubber. Here's what you do. Assuming that you have a normal mouse pad that doesn't have electronics, you either fill your sink or get a bowl and fill it with warm hot water. Okay, either warm or hot. Okay, that's fine. That's normal. Okay, so you take a bowl or you fill your sink with warm or hot water, depending on what your skin can handle, really. Then you take some dish soap. Well, first you get it wet. Okay, so you fill a bowl with hot or your sink with warm hot water. You put the thing in, get it nice and wet. You know, make sure it's good and soaked, right? You don't need to leave it in there for 30 minutes or nothing, but like just get it wet, you know? Then you take some dish soap and you put it in the bowl. You put it on the fabric, right? And then you take a scrubber, anything that is, you know, it could be a toothbrush, you know, whatever scrubber. It could be a sponge, you know, as long as it's not like the sharp sponge. Like it could be whatever you want. And you get the fucking scrub and you just go against it with the soap. You can put it in the tub if you want, sure. You just do that with the scrub. And make sure you get it good and all over. And then you rinse it off with, again, warm water. And then you either air dry it. You either air dry it or you blow dry it. Up to you. And then that'll make it so that it's nice and clean. Okay, alright, we'll do this now. Nails are vibrant. What color is this? It's watermelon whiz. Oh, why did it go back? We're not done. Alright, back to the game. Now back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. What is that? Oh, that's like a building. Never mind. Where's me car? Need to show him a diagram of the crunch. Oh. I mean, sit-ups are a workout. Like, I can feel it. It just... you can do a lot of them. Which is good if you guys ever get the double workout result on the wheel spinner for gifting me... for getting me a bunch of subs and shit. It's good to have something that's at least a little easy for me to do. Gotta plan ahead. Double workout, it's a possibility. Seems like all the workouts are easy for you. I mean, doing 10 of them? Yes. Doing 20 of them? No. The only thing out of all of the workouts that I can easily do 20 of is sit-ups. And then squats. And then push-ups. Doing 20 push-ups knocks me out. You need to keep in mind that after these workouts, I need to stream. You know, after I do these workouts, I need to be able to continue streaming. If I were to sit here and fucking beat up my body, I wouldn't be able to keep streaming. I would need to fucking sit down and have a break.
Do a flip!
Please clap.
Please. Squats are easier than sit-ups because I have a weak back. I used to be able to do 80 sit-ups like nothing back in school. That's gone. I mean, I'm also fat, but I'm getting there. So I need marsh eggs and what? What was the other thing that I needed, chat? I needed marsh eggs and tree candy. You gotta be on the lookout for marsh eggs or tree candy. Both of which I believe show up on our... Whoops. That was road, not water. Both of which show up on our scanner. Oh, hey, here's some. Right here. What is that? Oh, a little camp. What's this game about? So we're inside of a government excursion zone, which is a restricted area that the government has abandoned. Where they were basically experimenting with a frequency that seems to have caused that has caused a bunch of anomalous creatures to appear. We are driving in a remnant, which is also an anomaly. And our goal is to escape. And also learn about what's going on here, what happened, and all that jizz. Okay. Okay. We're all good. Any tree candy? No. What is that? I'm gonna go towards it. I want to learn what it is. Oh wait. It's just it's bioluminescent stuff. Never mind. Is that cracked? Is that why that's the thing? I'll look in the next one. This time is running low. Hello, Squire. I need to go this way. There's tree candy to my left. Sounds like Stalker a bit, I guess? There's no, like, guns or anything like that. It's just... just a car. It sometimes acts like a gun, but it's just a car. Yeah, I don't see where this tree candy is. That's not it. I'm gonna do another scan of my car. Try to find it again. I see. I went too much to the right, I guess. Wait, where is it? Fuck. Am I seeing things? I don't... What the fuck? Where... What? It's not there anymore. This fucking excursion zone's playing tricks on me, goddammit. It's trying to make me feel like I'm insane! It's trying to make me think I'm crazy! But I'm not crazy.
Death wish! Oh, I think I just shit myself.
Didn't know that the masking was gonna affect the alert. Oh, because it's at the bottom of my camera. Never mind, it makes sense. Never mind. A couple things not recognized here. We're gonna see some new stuff. It's wild that this is the studio's first game.
You're not the first to try crossing the old wall since the anomalies moved in. But we'll make sure you're the first to survive. Two things to keep in mind. First, to get through the old wall, there are 5 crossing points. You need to induce the electrical grid the entire way by driving the car close enough and fast enough along the conductors. You'll see them as you go.
Once you jumpstart the grid, Tobias will route the mid-zone power your way, but no induction, no power, no power,
No crossing. Second, watch your battery gauge. You will live or die by that thing.
Got it? Good. Start by connecting the power grid at the first crossing point. The controls will be up in the observation tower.
Okay. Oh, wow. Are there like hands inside that? Oh, it's like a bunch of tourists. Oh, that's a tour bus. Okay. We've lost Dr. Powell now, too. God damn it. Yes, I'm fine. Hang on. It's not paused. It clearly then, when they did this update, it undid my settings. Hang on. How did I make it so that it paused while I read? Calm down. I guess pause while in menus is what I did. I thought it was just... Well, oh, there we go. Yes, I'm fine. Yes, I'm sure. Yes, I'll hold. Yes, that's right. Yes, he was adamant. It was safe. It was stupid and it was unnecessary. That damn man. Listen, tell your men to stay back. This one is even more dangerous. This one is even more dangerous than the others. It's like an evolution. Yes, that's what I said. I don't care what you think. We can worry about that later. Right now, I need a helicopter extraction, and nobody, I mean nobody, goes near any more of those things. Don't forget, Captain, the chain of command just changed. Now I'm in charge. So imagine a dust devil, right? You know those. So imagine a dust devil. What? You know dust devil, right? Yeah. So imagine a dust devil, right? But turned up to the max. Yeah, to the max. Lenny, hold the receiver to your ear. Your ear. Yeah, so it's like a dust devil, but so much more powerful. Like small, like focused, but strong, with the strength to just pick up trash and even stones and hurl them around. Collins has a goddamn concussion or some crap like that. Concussion. Huh? Oh, it's when you hurt your head. No, not when you hurt your head. I mean, a concussion is when a person hurts their head. What did you say? Yeah, sure, like a boxer. Listen, Lenny, I've seen this thing smash a truck into submission. Like, just pummel him. I said pummel them. Hey, hold the receiver to your ear, man! Shout? I'm shouting, Lenny, but you're not listening. I'm trying to... Lenny, what is going on? What are you doing? Is there someone there? Who is that? What the hell? Lenny, are you kissing? Fucking Lenny. Lenny over here kissing the phone again. Hey, don't mind me. Squeeze on by. Okay. You need to know. That wasn't that bad. What's that? Beach ball. Cleanup continues, but even 6 weeks after February's lab explosion, we're still finding more and more gel that has escaped into the atmosphere. Between 700 and 800 cubic meters of material was ejected into the blast. We believe it was initially disturbed over approximately 200 square kilometers, but given the nature of the material, it may well have traveled further. Given time, it would seem that most gel tends to settle somewhere around local ground level, regardless of environmental conditions, altitude, or air pressure. However, its very nature makes it susceptible to strong winds and meteorological changes, meaning it may be many weeks before we have a full picture of the scale of distribution. In addition, it seems that a great deal of the blast debris may have been mixed with, perhaps even suspended in, the gel, which has a habit of slowly absorbing items it passes over. Huh. Cool. Lenny is making boyfriend ASMR. No, that's Baldy. 99 lost red balloons. Ooh. That thing had an anchor in it. Hey, Angie, how you doing? Hi. Do you want to see me dance? I have an armored door. I don't want it. Wait, is that my armored door? No. You gonna do like a TikTok dance? What you talking about? Maybe. Ace is gonna become one of those TikTok dancing creators. Bombs! I needed those for something. Oh, interesting. They dropped thermosap. Huh. What is this? Oh, it's one of these. Limb magnetizer? Wait, no, this is new. We continue to experience a growing demand for on-site manufacturing and engineering facilities, especially as ARDA's requests for custom-built equipment increases. It is becoming difficult to keep up, and the degradation of equipment experienced within the zone takes a daily toll. In particular, we find ourselves in need of a great deal of machine parts and magnets. For the latter, it has become necessary to improvise large machines that can quickly magnetize ferromagnetic elements and their alloys. It is in the hope that we can mass-produce replacements. While our early prototypes were somewhat jury-rigged and themselves vulnerable to the vagaries of zone conditions, I believe I had devised a substantially sturdier solution. I'm distributing blueprints of this limb-assisted design to all department heads. Alright, well, let's go get some scrap. In hindsight, probably shouldn't have left the lights on my electric vehicle that I desperately need the electricity for in this stage. Yeah, I should have did that. Okay. Oh, can't get into that. Is this pipe something different? Or is that part of the same thing? I guess it's part of the same. I guess it's just part of the world. I don't know. I don't know. That's not working. Charge stop. How to even begin to sum up my first few days on the job? My first experiences working for this organization. I have no idea where to start. ARDA is doing some remarkable things and has plans for so much more. And the organization is growing at such a rate, it really feels like we're recruiting the best of the best here, both at home and from overseas. We've been flying in new hires from halfway around the world, and admin can't process the security clearances fast enough. It looks like I've been assigned to the outfit researching inductive charging and resonant coupling. The team is small and will be working with the very latest LIM technology, and there's already talk of how we might have a functional prototype by the end of next year. That means a working charging station, one deployed in the field, able to power devices from as small as a radio to as large as a small train. It's truly astonishing, and every morning I have to pinch myself. So why isn't it working? Why is it not working? Why is it not? Do I need to like start it somewhere? Oh wait, it's working. Oh. It is working? I mean, I don't know. It has a bubble around it. I don't know. I put a bomb in and I get a science. Interesting. What is that? What is that emote? What is that? What the fuck is that? What is that? Who is that? Easy? That goofball. When we watch horror YouTube, one guy kept going, "Did you see it?" Okay. How do I start this thing? Flip. Oh, it says on the objective. It said flip on the thing to turn on as circuit 1. In this tower? Was there a thing I was supposed to flip? Oh, here we go. Okay.
There are old shuttle stops at each crossing point. Use them to recharge your battery and hope they're still in working condition after all these years.
Okay. Look, see? Making Remy electric worked out so well. Now I get free battery. I basically get free gasoline every stop. I'm gonna take this because I am at low health. And I am going to get in here and I'm going to take this blowtorch. I'm also going to take this scrapper. What did he get? I should make it pop up in chat and say what it got. Simon. Oh, okay. I didn't hear it. Okay, so I need a sealing kit. Do I have one? No, I have an electrician's kit. I could have used that earlier. There he is. There's Simon.
Marry me with my money.
It just took him some time. I didn't make it. It just took him some time. He took his sweet time to get there, but there he was. Oh wait, Yobus redeemed that. Eh, it's free anyways. I'll add it to my to-do. Tasks. Item box. Simon doesn't play. Say result in chat. There we go. Alright. Let's get schmovin'. I realized that it didn't charge my battery all the way. You see that? I guess it has limited charge. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Meanwhile, the rain does not. So, I feel as though I could have waited out here. How fucking dare you? I feel like I could have waited out here. Been better off. Oh, this is a racing thing. Fuck it. Good. The dust bunny dudes don't seem to cause a lot of damage.
Tobias, how's the power routing?
Well, the neighbors are complaining about the flickering lights, but I've told them to light some candles and sit tight.
Francis?
Levels are good, holding steady. Circuit complete. Keep it up, driver.
Yeah. Do you guys like the, It wasn't what I was gonna ask. Do you guys like the, border changes? And how they move now? Or did you prefer them being static? What do I get for this? Oh, that's very worth it. I only have 2? That's fine. Oh, give me him back. Okay. Connect circuit 2. That's supposed to be up here? Maybe it's just keep going. Maybe this is just a keep going situation. 14. I didn't mess up by moving on. I didn't. That was 2A.
Getting some interference, Tobias. The power supply is wavering.
I'm working on it. A local battery farm's putting up a fuss. She hasn't been taxed like this in a while, but I'm easing her into it. Don't worry.
I'm realizing that this is probably what it intended me to use the shield for.
Battery farms 1 through 3 are reporting total power drain.
They probably said that, and I just didn't
Could take up to a day.
catch it.
I got this.
Oh, shit.
Total power loss on stations 9 through 15.
I'm on it. Oh, shit.
Get that power back up. The gate at the final crossing point won't open without it.
I'm rerouting power from Battery Farm 6.
Easy. Too much and you'll blow out your control center.
Too little and the entire array's going down. We have no choice.
Why is 10 not 10? Who's wrong? What did it say?
Me pancake. Me big dumb stinky baby. Me no give one to quick cause me stupid.
Pancake isn't the one that rolls the dice. As you can see, that's a very human hand that comes out. All right, Hans is the one that rolls the dice. Thank you very much. So blame Hans from SpongeBob. I saw him hand. Okay, Pancake sometimes rolls the dice. Correct. He also rolls the dice sometimes. But so does Cthulhu. So does other people. Okay, like okay, Pancake isn't the only one. All right. Let's actually use the shield this time. It honestly doesn't use that much battery. See, that was Pancake. It's the opposite of one. Hey, he called it too. Nice.
Battery farm 6 core's overloaded. I mean, it's shutting down.
We can't lose the remnant. I won't let it go.
Get back inside. The radiation's peaking.
I've got to repair it. I'll be damned if I'm gonna let this plan fail. We're too close. Your theory, we can still prove it.
Stop. It's too dangerous out there. Tobias. Please, Tobias, come back. Tobias, please. Tobias, please come back.
I'm getting out for this. I don't even care. Corrupted energy, very important. Is that made? These are new. Porous traps. I'll read about it later. I not get the last gate? I must have missed the last gate. See, in the upper left it says 3D. See that? Yeah, I missed it. Because I stopped for the thing, I must have ran out of time. I have more.
Francis, I need you back at the control board.
Not now, Offie.
The minute Tobias reroutes that line, you need to push the connection. Miss it by a split second and we lose the entire power grid.
No. Almost ready.
Please don't do this.
Francis, it's now or never.
I'm rerouting the grid now. I'll be ready for you.
Okay.
Tobias. Tobias? Stay with
Bias?
I got you, Offie. Friends. Well, what do you know? One time, I find myself out of things to say. Francis. I love you forever.
I love you forever.
Power's back online. Francis, now!
Tobias, answer me. Please, Tobias, answer me.
Don't do it. You can't go out there. Driver, the power's holding steady. You could open that final gate.
There you go, chat. There's your gay moment. Right at the end. As the gay moments always are. As they always are.
$900 reduce? Tobias, did you accept a 6-hour collect call from the States?
Huh? I haven't been paying attention to any of this game. That's all I need. Where am I?
The entire area got scrambled in instability. I'm afraid Tobias...
I told you. I told you, didn't I? We weren't ready. We should have planned it better. We should have known.
We did the best we could.
No. Do not give me that. If we had, he'd be here with us.
I'm sorry, but we've got to help the driver.
Don't you dare. What? Wait, is this how you dealt with Alan's death? You put your head down and let work fill the gaps?
Actually, that's precisely what I did. And you'll recall the breakthrough in self-healing materials that I made that year.
Oh, well, good for you. I'm sure Alan would have been very proud of you using his death that way.
You know what? The whole pep talk I gave you before to convince you to go through with it. That's precisely the same crap Alan would tell me all the time. It's worth the sacrifice. Stay late, don't worry about me. Finish your work, then we can start a family. Always you spew that crap.
So why'd you say it to me?
Because he has to have been right. Because if I let myself think he was wrong, then... I can't live with that regret.
I gave everything for Lim. This is the last thing I'm holding on to for myself. Every single day I still think about how if I had left the zone when we had planned to, I wouldn't have lost Alan. I thought, I hoped that Lim Tech was done killing our own. I'm sorry about Tobias.
Tobias was all I had.
I need to sign off for a while.
We'll be here when you're ready. Glad you got through, driver. Power on that stabilizer, and I'll see you back at the garage.
Okay. Oh. Tobias not be dead? I mean... the stuff Lim can do, maybe there's a way to revive him. Little Lazarus. Little pit. No, it could happen. Also, if you're wondering why I'm driving in the dark, both of my headlights are completely broken. Not like a weird, wacky choice I'm making. I legitimately cannot turn them on. There we go. Okay. Almost got hit by that saw blade. Whoa. Can't see shit. The headlights are possibly the worst thing that could have broke.
Welcome back. Now we know where the well is. But you're the first to step foot in the deep zone in over 15 years. And I need more time to understand Alan's suppression method. So why don't you stretch your legs and chart the deep zone while you're at it? We'll need to map a way to the well as it is.
Cool. Why flashbang? What happened, huh? He's known by a variety of aliases, including Rainforest Rogue, the Washington Wanderer, the Green Avenger, McKnife, or simply Scott. State police are frustrated by interagency, bureaucracy, and miscommunication that prevents them from pursuing suspects into the Olympic Peninsula, where military police insist only that they have jurisdiction. Local politicians also feel this is increasingly secretive. Where do we need to go next? Deep. It just says return through a deep zone gateway. So I just need to go back into the deep zone. Okay. There ain't no time for morning? Nope. Nope, we gotta go, go, go. Well, there is gonna be time for morning because, this is, like, almost the end of the stream. I'm just gonna take off car parts and replace them. That's all I'm doing for the rest of the stream. For VOD watchers, I guess we could call it here, because this is all I'm gonna do. So, hey, hope you enjoyed this VOD. Love you, bitch. Mwah!